Classic Cup number 38, match number 1, Turbi versus Mr. Rishi. We have a turbo choreography team from Turbi that is being played. After a long time I have seen this. Last I saw someone using turbo choreography kind of a team where you focus on a lot of speed control is, I think back before 𝗬𝗵𝗶, it was 𝗬𝗵𝗶 meta, right? When it was turbo choreography meta, it was ultra prio, gave +2 speed, and it used to be used a lot, and 𝗬𝗺 was the hype back then, I guess. But we have a 𝗬𝗺 being banned here against Rishi, who of course has a 𝗬𝗬𝗺 to, well, start rounding up his team. Also has a rise for the speed control and the minus attacks to apply from time to time. So 𝗬𝗺 and 𝗬𝗬𝗺 are being picked up here. 𝗬𝗂𝗵𝗃, I am wondering actually what can he actually take to counter it, and I think, 𝗃𝗄𝗃 is possibly the best option because we already saw before water cannon was going before the 𝗃𝗄𝗃, but is it fast enough to go before the venom spread as well? Because last time we saw it, it was the 𝗧𝗲𝗺𝗺. I think he used 𝗧𝗲𝗺𝗺 if I'm not wrong. But 𝗬𝗬𝗺 has helicopter kick turn 1, which does affect the 𝗃𝗄𝗃 a lot as well, while venom spread is not so good into the 𝗬𝗬𝗺. But the team has been picked up pretty quickly. Looks like a pretty solid lineup on both sides, and let us see on match number 1 what are they cooking up and how is this match going to turn out to be. So whip has been used and 𝗬𝗃𝗃 has been given 1 speed. Okay, let's see. Technically it should be water cannon into venom spread, but I don't know if he wants to keep the 𝗃𝗄𝗃 in or not. Most likely not. I would say the 𝗃𝗄𝗃 goes out. Kiinu comes in maybe to take the hook kick, but it is still a, press X to doubt kind of a situation here. But the most benefit probably is to get the 𝗬𝗺 down as soon as possible. Water cannon comes in. It will be on 𝗬𝗬𝗺. I think it is trying to double in with the 𝗧𝗲𝗺𝗺 team to ensure the kill on that 𝗬𝗬𝗺 fast and quick. The bait will be procced. Poison will be removed. 𝗧𝗲𝗺𝗺 team coming in onto that 𝗬𝗬𝗺. Is that enough? And that will be enough. That opener is definitely doing work. Mirroring doing a lot of damage on both sides, but he does get the kill he wanted. Clinch coming in onto the 𝗬𝗃𝗃, down to 42.9%. The bait has been procced. Aquatic Whirlwind is online now. Banshee making its way in, which is really good into the 𝗃𝗄𝗃. 𝗃𝗄𝗃 doesn't like a Banshee around. Fiero can make its way into the 𝗃𝗄𝗃 slot and definitely can take some less damage, but 𝗬𝗺 can still do some striking damage if required. Although, as people say, a show off is required on 𝗬𝗺 sometimes to do some decent chunk of damage, or to start using your nut bar, I guess. But I think Rishi is just waiting till he gets attacked by the other side, till he starts using his buffs himself so that he can nut bar even more and nut even harder. I think 𝗃𝗄𝗃 wants to back out of here, because if that is a air specialist Banshee, that can be a problem. Kiinu makes its way in, Protector being procced, Kiinu passing the buffs around. Mom's lunch is being used as well. Banshee with neutrality. Water cannon comes in. On the 𝗀𝗏 actually. Venom spread coming straight up, and looks like that 𝗀𝗏 is pretty much gone from here. 100 to 0. 𝗀𝗏 goes off. Beta burst comes in into the 𝗬𝗏𝗃. Still, I was gonna say barely alive, but it barely just died. Sad thing, this 𝗬𝗏𝗃 did not survive that. So 𝗀𝗏 coming in, passing the protector onto the grandpa here at the moment. Mom's lunch being procced, will be taxing the Yowler up. Ooh, the Banshee comes in with the tornado, will be hitting the 𝗀𝗏, doesn't hit much hard. 𝗀𝗏 with a good special defense base. Show off comes in, will be taking +2 attack on that Yowler. It will be starting to slowly buff up. Okay, let's see what can we do. So Rishi kind of in a rough spot, but that Banshee can bring Rishi out from the rough spot as well. But the speeds, the minus speeds can be an issue later in the game, so Rishi has to keep an eye on that. And there we go, turbo choreography coming in, +2 speed, another turbo coming in, +3 speed. And that's how. Wait a second, Savage Suplex coming straight into that 𝗶𝗴, down to 49.8%. Ooh, Rishi waking up its own Yowler to attack. Turbi on +5 speed right now on both 𝗀𝗏 and the grandpa. I mean, Turbi is trying to get as much speed control as he can in this match. And that is legit probably the way to do it. If he wants to take this match away, he has to put the pressure. Hypnosis coming in on the 𝗬𝗏. Will be going to sleep. Beta burst will be hitting the Banshee. Wait a second, he just attacks the 𝗬𝗏 again. Am I missing something, or did that just happen? Monka X? I'm trying to understand what exactly happened there. But looks like a misconfusion in terms of there is a bit of a confusion in Turbi spreads. He's saying that we didn't see anything, but we did see everything there. He definitely did attack and then went on with the 𝗀𝗏 as well. He probably saw that coming. I click buttons too fast, and looks like that can be an issue in this match, because he definitely does not want to make mistakes right now. He puts the Acronox in against a double wind board. +1 speed on 𝗀𝗏, which makes it +6 now, which means 𝗀𝗏 will be the first next time onwards. Demoralized, taking that speed again away from those stems on the other side. CPG comes in, Beta burst followed up as well. Acronox is definitely taking a good chunk of damage. Banshee is overexerted at the moment. The Raze has Fire Tornado online. Acronox is still ready to strike if required. Tornado is online, however, on 𝗬𝗏's side as well. But I don't think 𝗬𝗏 wants to eat a Fire Tornado as well, because the special defense on 𝗬𝗏 is not the best out there. Assault Team coming in onto that 𝗬𝗏. It is gonna hit, and it's gonna go down to 49.4%. Embers coming in as well, doing good chunk of damage. CPG coming in onto the Acronox, he will be finally going down, but the damage has been done. 𝗃𝗏 is pretty looking low on HP now. How do you kill the Banshee is the question, but I think that is something Turbi will figure out eventually. Well, Turbi now knows that he has to do a fire tornado if he wants to from Raze, otherwise he just swaps the Kinu in, but he does need Kinu later on for 𝗬𝗨 as well. The 𝗬𝗨 is still alive and on full HP almost. So 𝗬𝗨 will be coming in, hyperkinetic strike about to hit the 𝗬𝗨 up. It will be down to 35.4%. Roar comes in, minus attack, minus special attack, beta burst comes in from Banshee. 25% reduced damage thanks to the roar just coming in for a second ago. I think the grandpa's stamina is completely bugged. We literally see it 100% right now, which is not possible after a hyperkinetic strike. Unless it just got Diaboloed, which I think it did. There was a Diabolo proc that just happened now. We did not see that yet. Yep, there is a Diabolo proc that just happened, and it is pretty perfect timing for Turbi right now. That is pretty clutch for Turbi right now. King's Roar coming in. And it will be -2 attack, -2 special attack, bamboozle on the 𝗬𝗨, but he is sleeping for 2 turns. Banshee has overexerted as well, so no attacks are coming in. Turbi has a free turn here on whatever he wants to do, and looks like Turbi will be taking this match away from Rishi. And we have match number 2, Turbi versus Rishi. Let's see what changes do they make in their drafts. Okay, so it is a Raze Gialis into Kama Acronox. Isn't this almost the same, but worse for Rishi, because Ukama Acronox already kills the Gialis we saw last game. Rise again can be a problem. Will not be dying, but it is mostly for the minus speed. I think we'll be swapping out. We will see how much options. Actually, I forgot to change the title, my bad. We are literally in the finals right now. Nobody reminded me. Okay, never mind. It is the finals of this Legacy Cup. So let's see. He will be picking up the Kinu. I think Grandpa is a good pick, and the Grandpa will be picked up again. It is really good once the turbo goes off. The hyperkinetic strike will be doing a lot of damage as well, since it is scaling on speed. Ukama and Acronox will be starting the matchup here right now. Morale boosting whip coming up, but the minus speed from Demoralize is gonna remove the benefit that Turbi had so far of Ukama always going first and before Acronox, you know. So now I think he has to go with Water Cannon and Salt Steam, most likely, instead of Venom Spread. I have a feeling he should have swapped Gialis out, because Gialis is the slot that might get attacked, but no, we have an attack coming in on the Kinu slot, and it is still correctly spread. Venom Spread coming straight in. Kinu will be going out 100-0. Rishi maybe thought that the -1 speed is gonna mess up the combo, but looks like it's not. Turbi is one step ahead and he is not defied by that minus speed. Actually, -1 doesn't really make any difference because... Yes, okay, I just realized 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶. I realized what just happened there. It just clicked me. People notes -1 on a +1 0 is still a -1 and a sorry, still a 0 and -1, so it's still the same thing literally. My bad. Let's get back into the match. It happens. Quick math, plus minus minus plus. As for this match at the moment, 𝗂𝗏𝗺 possibly looking to swap out now. Rise might come in, pass on the -1 speed if required, and still doesn't take much damage on this field. 𝗧𝗵𝗺 has 𝗧𝗲𝗺, but Water Cannon 𝗧𝗲𝗺 is guaranteed to kill as well on the 𝗬𝗬𝗺, but here we go, Water Cannon comes in, probably Venom spread right after that, and there we go. This 𝗬𝗺 is down to 38.8% and is trapped inside as well. The nutrition bar doing some work. Helicopter kick comes in, will be enough to kill the 𝗧𝗵𝗺 at the moment. 𝗬𝗺 coming in with a show off. +2 attack will be gained and invigorized as well. At the same time, poison ticks removed. Nutrition bar value coming in. Oh. Now the real question is, does he still want to keep 𝗂𝗏𝗺 in, or does he just swap it out? And looks like he will be swapping it out, and the raise will be coming in. Minus speed applied on both of them. Wind burst will be coming in on the 𝗬𝗺. Nut bar again doing the work. Helicopter kick comes in, little bit of damage done. Savage suplex onto the grandpa will be taking it down to 17%. Invigorized is gone. The status is stacked pretty nicely against each other, but while Turbi is looking in a really good spot at the moment, Rishi is not much behind. He can still make its way back in. 𝗬𝗺 is looking good, but the question is, can 𝗬𝗺 survive enough to get a hibernate off? Maybe a few buffs here and there, but it looks very unlikely with the pressure that Turbi is putting. Hypnosis coming in to slow down the gameplay a little bit. 𝗬𝗺 will be hypnosised over here. But the bait comes in, Turbi! The bait was on 𝗬𝗺 even last game. Turbi looks like he completely forgot about that. And the hook kick comes in, will be enough. Rishi is definitely in the lead now. I mean, he already was in the lead kinda, because it was just about, can this 𝗬𝗺 get a hibernate off pretty in time, or is he just gonna keep the aggression? But yeah, this is kinda looking GG for Rishi at the moment. With having an 𝗂𝗏𝗺 in the back, that is definitely beneficial. Turbi put down all the damage he could on the 𝗬𝗺, but he's still at 80%. He's definitely healing. That hook is just gonna heal it even more if this is before turn 4. A nutrition bar comes in, back to 81.9%. Another nutrition bar proc coming in from the roar, back to 87%. Savage suplex comes in, that will be enough, and this world train will be going down. 𝗂𝗏𝗺 making its way back in, and that will be GG. Refreshing Diabolo, as you see, just procced over. You shook aside. Match number 3 already in. They are pretty quick, they are pretty fast. Let's go finals. Match number 3, Rishi versus Turbi. What do they learn from the last matches? What are the bans? And looks like the Rise will be banned from Rishi's lineup. Is Rishi gonna do the same, or is Rishi gonna try something else? 𝗂𝗚𝗃𝗃 have been the opener that Turbi has been using, and finally 𝗃𝗃 has been banned. So Turbi has to try something else on turn 1 now. He can't really go with the opener he was before. So Rise has been picked up by Turbi again. He will have a good chunk of speed control in this match, I believe, but with 𝗵𝗵 still being the choice, I think he can go with both of them and somehow roll this up, and that's exactly what he does. He picks up the Grandpa and 𝗬𝗺, not 𝗵𝗵 and 𝗬𝗺, my bad. Let us see how this goes. 𝗬𝗍 versus Turbi, match number 3 of the Grand Finals for Legacy Cup 38. 𝗬𝗺 and 𝗬𝗪𝗧 will be starting for Mr. Rishi against 𝗬𝗚 and 𝗬𝗀 for Turbi's side. Again, 𝗬𝗚 can do a hook and start getting the buffs up, which will be +2 attack, +1 speed, and well, it has defenses from 𝗬𝗀 already, +1/+1. So it is definitely stacking up pretty quickly if it is wanting to do that. So let's take a look. Is there a swap coming in? Is there not? It looks like a hook is coming in. Nutrition bar will be healing it up to 99.3%. Actually rounded up to 100. Beta burst comes in down to 66.2%. Helicopter kick comes in. Will be hitting a little bit. At least we have a clinch coming in as well, putting the pressure on the 𝗬𝗚 already down to 42.2%. Hook kick is online. Stone trench is online. If there is a double N on the 𝗬𝗚, that 𝗬𝗚 is pretty much gone. I do think this 𝗬𝗚 probably maybe backs out, comes in later on to get the job done. Right now maybe 𝗧𝗲 comes in again, tries to do a stonewall on 𝗧𝗲, maybe a 𝗧𝗲𝗺. But I do think that the Rise might swap in there, to be honest, because Rise is something that Turbi is okay with. Well, not completely losing, but taking some damage on, because Rise is not the main damage dealer for his team, at least. He's mostly for the speed control. We are just waiting. So let us see how this goes, and looks like we have a stone trench coming in, as I was saying. Revitalize comes in on it as well to keep it alive. On the other side, we do have a swap in of 𝗬𝗀, which is protecting the 𝗬𝗪𝗧. Nutrition bar again, healing the 𝗬𝗪 back up. This 𝗬𝗪 across multiple matches has taken so much damage, but still the nutrition bar is just healing it all the way back up. It's just amazing how much value this item is getting on 𝗬𝗪 right now in the current meta. Not the 𝗬𝗪, the 𝗬𝗚? No, I'm talking about the 𝗬𝗪. I mean, in general, 𝗬𝗪 in this whole tournament today that I saw, the amount of times 𝗬𝗪 went down to 20% and then all the way back up to 80-90% is kind of consistent, is the correct word you're looking at. So You can pretty much expect 𝗹𝗺 in a lot of teams now, to be honest, with running like a same setup where you have nutrition bar, hibernate, cold-blooded, and you're kind of chilling. You show off once or twice, hibernate then, and then still if you have some time you can show off again and then just start attacking stuff. Would be a strategy people start using, you know. However, 𝗧𝗵 on the other side is not looking completely dead yet. He still has a lot going. Vigorous proccing in, flaming meteorite comes in. This Qiinu will be disappearing from the field and died probably in the next 3 games as well. Beta burst will be coming in on that 𝗧𝗃 down to 64%. You can clearly call it the nerfed 𝗹𝗺, I believe, but does not feel like at the moment. It's fine though, we will see how it plays out. Maybe they do decide to patch it. Either way, in this match, I think 𝗧𝗵 at the moment probably looks at a swap, does not want to lose any kind of HP or lose the or overexert and kill itself as well. It is very valuable, can be helpful later on against the 𝗬𝗧𝗺, but if it does not get some speed, maybe the 𝗬𝗧𝗺 just outspeeds the 𝗧𝗵. So I think Rise might be good for this board. Maybe even it's time to start establishing the, what do you call it, the turbo choreography. So Qiinu might overexert to just turbo right now, and looks like not. Looks like 𝗧𝗺 will be coming in. Actually, it's Raze coming in, so minus speed will be applied here. Okay, Banshee comes in, P-Jab will be coming in from 𝗧𝗃 on the 𝗃𝗺. You can call it Grandpa. The question right now is, does he want to swap the 𝗧𝗃 out or is he gonna keep it? Grandpa probably has hypnosis. He's gonna use it as well, from what I think at least. The -2 defense is kind of 𝗂𝗃𝗽𝗃, but Banshee does not do magical physical damage, so that is not affecting Banshee at least. Hyperkinetic strike should be enough, I think. Yes, it is enough, and that 𝗧𝗃 will be going down. Bully is online, and Bully doing Bully's work. Beta burst will be hitting the Grandpa down to 61.2%. We have our Embers coming in, 6.5% true damage. Let's see, 𝗹𝗺 will be coming in again. Can Rishi bank on this 𝗹𝗺 and try to win this match all the way across Turbi's full squad alive? It looks a bit difficult with all the speed that Turbi can basically get with the turbo choreographies and then hypnosis the 𝗹𝗺, make it stop. There is a lot of things Turbi can do right now with the amount of Tems he has. He has a lot of flexibility in this match, at least at the moment. Hypnosis coming in on the 𝗹𝗺, most likely just not letting this thing do anything. Windburst comes in on the 𝗹𝗺 to wake it up, and that will be a roar coming in, but it will be a savage suplex coming straight in onto that Grandpa, and that will be going down. Rishi trying his best at the moment to make sure that Turbi loses the advantage he has at the moment. This was a really good turn for Rishi. He definitely played it correct. He did the Windburst, he woke up the 𝗹𝗺, made sure to attack and show Turbi that he's not getting a free win here. He has to work hard for it. Refreshing Diabolo coming in, what a sick proc, and that 𝗧𝗺 just went from 40 to 84%. Looking pretty solid again, in a good spot. He's ready to hook again probably. Stone Trench comes in, I forgot it is online. So Stone Trench it is, will be doing good chunk of damage. Evasion is applied. 𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗀 comes in on the 𝗬𝗨. King's Roar coming in will be evaded by 𝗬𝗨 completely. Hibernate comes in and Rishi will be getting that heal up. 265% again. There's only one item they left out, and that is a pretty strong item right now in the current meta. The worst part of 𝗬𝗨 is on turn 3, if something dies, you can bring in whatever you want and get the heal on that. I'm not sure if Temtem is the problem, because 𝗬𝗨 is such an item that you can plan accordingly, where you let something die on turn 3 and then put something else. And that item is definitely a problem. 𝗬𝗨 is the same as the old slingshot which we were complaining about. Gives you too much statistical advantage in a matter of a second. If you get a 𝗬𝗨 proc on something that is completely stacked up, it's kind of GG. You just know where to put 𝗬𝗨, and if you get the value out correctly, it is kind of GG, to be honest, by itself. Like, get a 𝗬𝗨 stacked, keep it behind, let something else die, and if you know it's turn 3 and the thing died, put the 𝗬𝗨 in, he gets the free 40% HP on the start of the turn itself. I think that should be removed at least. It should always be at the end of the turn and never at the start of the turn, because that is something which should not be under your control. You need to guess if it lives or not. But Stone Trench comes in here, will be enough to kill the Banshee, will be getting the evasion again. Turbi is somehow bullying Rishi by his own favorite Tem, which is 𝗬𝗨 right now. 𝗬𝗨 putting in some serious work here at the moment in this match. 𝗬𝗨 and 𝗬𝗨 versus the world is what this match has come down to. Can Rishi take this match away, or is it too far from his reach now? Fire Tornado is online. It does look like Rishi might tap out here. Okay, let's see. Flaming Meteorite comes in. That 𝗬𝗨 just got deleted. So 𝗬𝗨 versus the world. Roar comes in. 𝗬𝗨 putting another attack stack down. Savage Suplex comes in. Will be hitting the 𝗬𝗨, but not enough. I think 𝗬𝗨 just swaps out, comes in later on, does a Stone Trench and does his normal stuff. How long can this 𝗬𝗨 last is the question. Rise is staying on the field. 𝗬𝗨 makes its way in to put some more pressure on this 𝗬𝗨. Mom's Lunch coming in. King's Roar comes in again. Will be a -2 this time on attack. Hibernate coming in. Overexertion will be followed up. Lifeful Sap, the regenerating sap is applied, but that still will not be enough to keep the 𝗬𝗨 alive if the attack just keeps on pressing again and again. Rise will be moving out. 𝗬𝗵𝗶 will be coming in. Okay, Beta Burst will be going through. I guess it's just gonna keep slowly pressuring the 𝗬𝗨 down. Stone Trench will be enough to get an evasion from the 𝗬𝗨. Ooh, that is good damage, down to 33.8%. Beta Burst coming in as well, and the 𝗬𝗨 will be going down to 5.9%. Clinch will be avoided, and this looks like a GG for Rishi. Ninja Jutsu coming in will be enough, and that is a GG to Turbi. making a turbo choreography team win the Legacy Cup 38, and he is bringing that back into the meta. GG for Turbi and the turbo team coming in.